What's up guys, this is Joey from JJTHC, and today I have a review of the LG 29UM57 Ultrawide monitor. Some points that I will be hitting today will include the size and how it can replace your dual monitors, the navigation, I/O, viewing angles, color, it's 1080p, and it's very glossy. Without any further ado, let's get right into the video. So this monitor is 29 inches, and that is actually a pretty big monitor size. There's also a 25-inch and a 34-inch model, and I would definitely go with the 29-inch or 34-inch because the 25-inch model is pretty big, but it's definitely worth the money to get a bigger model so you can fit way more real estate or having way more real estate on the screen all at once. When using the monitor, you don't have to make everything full screen, and I made that mistake when I first got it. I had my web browser, Photoshop, mail, etc. all at full screen, and it was a total waste of screen real estate. If you're going to do that, then just get a regular monitor and not an ultrawide. If you split them up into halves, then you can show way more on the screen at once, and it can replace two monitors without the bezel in the middle. If you're wanting to get two monitors, don't. Get one ultrawide because you don't have to look around at both monitors and move your head around. Everything is all on one screen and is way better without the bezel in the middle separating the two monitors. Also, if you want to have your Premiere window or editing software full screen on the ultrawide, that is okay, but you can't span that across two monitors unless you want a bezel in the middle, and that does not look pretty. Speaking of bezels, they are freaking tiny. You can barely even notice them when using the monitor. Navigating around the monitor settings is actually fairly easy. Usually there are like 3 or 4 buttons on the front of the monitor or on the bottom, and they all have a certain action when pressed, like up, down, and side, and it's pretty weird and super confusing. This monitor has a joystick type of button, so if you want to go down, you just move the joystick towards you. If you want to select something, just press up on it and click the joystick. It's super simple and very easy to use. In the settings, you can change all the saturation and contrast along with creating profiles, so you can easily change the colors on the go. And there's also a game mode already plugged in, and it looks great when you're playing some games. It changes the color, and I love it. It's when you're playing Minecraft. Whoa, I said enough there. Okay, back to the video. The I/O in the back includes 2 HDMI ports, audio input, and your DC power. You can easily switch between the 2 HDMI ports in the settings using the easy joystick I just talked about. Also, it can detect if something is plugged into HDMI 2 and you're on HDMI 1. It will come up on the screen asking you if you would like to switch to HDMI 2. And yeah, it's pretty simple because it just comes right up on the screen. Super simple. Now let's talk about the viewing angles. The viewing angles are really not that good compared to other monitors. It is not curved or anything, and it's IPS, so when the sun shines on it, it can be hard to see. Just take this into mind before buying and maybe get a different model, but it's still a great monitor. The monitor might not have the best viewing angles, but the colors are great. All of LG's ultrawide monitors are all sRGB over 99%, so it's great for doing video grading, photo editing, pretty much anything that requires great color accuracy because it's over 99%. Now this model is 1080p, and 4K is becoming the new thing, and 1080p is getting outdated. You can definitely tell this monitor is not 4K when looking at it. You can see all the pixels, and coming from a MacBook Pro Retina, the screen looks so good on it, and then you hook it up to this monitor, and you kind of get disappointed. I know I was. I know what 1080p looks like, but this monitor is just so big that it's really noticeable, and it doesn't help that you're sitting right at it. Not like a TV where you're sitting on a couch like 5 feet away from it. Your eyes are like a foot away from it. Not all LG's monitors are 1080p though. You can get better resolution ones, but keep in mind that they will be way more expensive. This monitor was $400, and a 34-inch 1440p one is like $1,200. That's crazy. My last point in this review of this monitor is that it is very glossy and a fingerprint magnet. You can't really pick up the monitor or touch it without getting fingerprints all over it. It's just very shiny and glossy. I do like the whole thing that it is black and the back is not white like some of them, but that doesn't really matter. Giving this monitor a rating from 1 to 10, I would have to go with 8 because the viewing angles aren't that good, especially when there's light hitting it and it's 1080p. I would definitely opt in getting the 1440p model, whatever that is. I'll link it in the description if I remember. It'll look a lot better and I think it would be worth it. Anyway guys, go check out all my social media, Twitter, Instagram. You can also email me and also subscribe to my YouTube channel. Everything should be on the screen. So this is Joey from JJTHC and I hope you like this video. I'll see you in the next one. Adios.